So let's go, closing remarks. As expected, I'm going for the classic cliche. It takes a village. And indeed, it took a village to get us here. I remember when I was asked, oh, do you want to go do the summit? And I'm like, of course. Why would I hesitate? It's like one of the best experiences that I had last year. And this, again, was incredible. And I can't really name everybody that helped us here because it took a lot to put this event together. But I do want to highlight some groups, some teams that helped us here. Starting with the EA team. They're not waving, but they're over there. That helped us to stage manage and coordinate all of these, what we're doing here on location. Again, the support team as well, who are helping us put together all of this apparatus. All of we're going to be clapping a bit, folks. Yeah, we are here on location, but around the world, there are a number of people that are managing our discourse, our discourse moderator volunteers, or the people contributing on discourse as well. They are doing their work to get us the questions that we are asking during their presentations. Clap to them as well. Of course, everyone that contributed to organizing the event, some are here, some are still contributing remotely to help us coordinate the talks and to coordinate the media that is going out, such as the announcements of the products that we launched and announced here at the summit. Of course, we couldn't do this without the speakers, so big round of applause to you all that contributed and spoke here at the event. And last but not least, everyone watching this. I'm pointing to the camera, I shouldn't do that, but I had to. Wherever they are. Speaking of that, indeed, we had people check in on Discourse. Don't worry, we're not tracking people. They voluntarily told us where they are watching the summit. And this picture, I believe, is from Namibia. I believe in one of the universities where they are watching the summit. I apologize if I got the country wrong. And you can see the dots spread out all around the world, because this is indeed a global event. The wonders of the internet allow us to share part of this experience with everybody, with all the users of Ubuntu all around the world. So what do I want to talk about regarding the community that is taking part of this event, the people that sent questions on Discourse, or that watch the stream live, or are waiting for the videos to be published to then follow through, is that the experience isn't limited to the live event. It is part of our expectation that the conversation keeps going in Discourse. Right? One of our ideas here to propose is that let us know what you would like to see in the next summit. You know it's coming. You can pretty much guess when it's going to take place, but what I want to hear from you is, what did you learn from the presentations that we had in this summit, and what would you like to see in the next one that interests you or that you would like to know more? We'll take those comments under advisement, and we'll do our best to try to find speakers that will be able to talk to those topics. Please keep them reasonable. Don't ask us how to breed unicorns or something of the sort, but topics about open source, we are more than open to try to convince people. And if you can point us to a speaker, even better. Hey, I'd like to hear this person talk about this thing. We'll do our best. So what other topics caught my eye? When I was asked, oh, do you want to do the closing remarks? I was like, sure. What should I talk about? Whatever you find important. Okay, so as per usual, as when I do lightning talks at the sprints, I want to talk a bit about what really caught my eye and what are my thoughts here. So I'd like to quote a passage from my written interview when I applied to Canonical. I look around the room, I see a lot of people that look like me. I'm doing this just for theatrics, because without my glasses, I can't really see much. But I wrote that for most of my adult life, I probably needed glasses. But I only got glasses a couple of years ago. Too late in life. The doctor couldn't believe it. Like, you never had glasses? No. But your parents never gave you glasses? I think I would remember that. It only clicked for her when I said, oh, I don't drive. And she said, now I understand. Because if you drove, how poor your eyesight is, that would have been a hazard. But then she believed me that I never had glasses before. And the moment the lens came down, It was like the moment in Wizard of Oz, where it moves from sepia to Technicolor. And the whole world opened up to me like, oh, wow, so this is what things look like? So Christmas trees don't like have those stars on the lamps? Astigmatism is a fun thing. So why am I mentioning this? One of the there were some people here presenting that had, in a sense, previous careers, like Martin over there, who was a chemist, as they said, and now works in software. And myself, my initial training was in psychology, and accessibility was always a topic that was very near and dear to me. It was always very important to see people having the ability to use their devices, to make them accessible to people that are differently abled, and to instill that capability in them to just use them as, well, pardon the term, normal. And for that, the announcement that John here in the front did about what we're trying to do with the Ubuntu desktop, what we're going to do to put features that will, in a sense, get us to a new era of accessibility in the desktop, such as the idea that you can have speech to text anywhere in your system. To me, it has a great appeal. I imagine, as Mark said at the start, like we want to reach those communities that don't have as much resources available. And I can imagine that for a child that has a certain set of needs, to be able to then use their device and then get the accessibility features that they need to use them fully is going to be amazing. And that really excites me. And I really want to see what we can discuss about that at the next summit and what we will have to show about bringing forth a new era of accessibility. So speaking as well of the opening remarks, Mark said over there, and I'm quoting directly, that we're in a roller coaster. Yes, we are in an incredible roller coaster right now. And I have a story about that as well. So right after I joined Canonical, my partner and I went on a trip to a very well-known theme park with a rodent. Not a raccoon, but you know what kind of rodent it is. And we went there, and I was teased mercilessly that we needed to go on all the roller coasters. I was like, first time going on these things, I was a bit afraid, but all right, let's go. And so I did, with a face a bit like this in most of them, and just like, okay, white knuckle gripping the lap bars and just going through with it. But I had the experience, and then I thought, oh God, I'm never gonna do this again. But then I got home, and I sat at home and I watched a show. There's a specific show that basically reveals what happens behind the scenes of how are roller coasters designed, how is the experience constructed so that you can experience these feelings, these sensations of fear without being in any real peril. And through watching that show, my perspective on the experience that I had changed, where I was thinking, oh, this thing is going to crash into the wall and we're all going to have a big accident here. It went to, oh, I see. So this is how they calculated everything. This is how this is designed so that I can experience this fear, but still I remain at all times perfectly safe, right? And what do we see parallels to that in the things that we learned here at the summit? We can look at the things that were announced. Like in the previous summit, we did the local inference snaps that were silicon enabled, right? You can take your AI and run it yourself in your own device securely. In this summit, we had Workshop, which pairs very nicely with that. It allows you to ride that roller coaster, but with a set of lap bars, a set of good grips so that you feel a bit more secure in your ride, and to make sure that the experience is that more enjoyable, right? And that is the thing that I really found interesting and we found important, is that indeed we are living through thrilling times. Things are moving very, very fast. But like the documentary showed how things were built behind the scenes for your experience, here at Canonical and how we build Ubuntu is everything is done in the open. We explain what we're doing. We'll tell you how does this help you stay safe while using these technologies. And we are there as a companion as you navigate all of these thrilling events. And that way, I feel it's the same thing as a documentary that helped me here to ride this roller coaster, and I will continue to ride it as we go along. It's the age of agentic engineering, and don't be assured that the lab bars we are providing through workshop and everything else are going to keep you secure and prevent bad things from happening into your system. So before I ask that we continue the discussion about the summit on this course, so that we can think about all the things that we wish to show you and talk to you about in the next summit, which then leads me to my closing slide. Oops. Yes. Those are the dates. Indeed, 12th and 13th of November, 2026. There's a stonking stingray. John, is this acceptable in terms of? Oh, okay. But I assure you, it is a very nice stingray. And yes, I hope to read the comments that you will leave us, and we will endeavor to find the speakers that will come up here and have volunteered their time to talk to you about all the cool stuff that they are doing with open source. And with that, well, I believe this is the closing. I bid you adieu.